Alright guys, so in this video I just want to go over the API that we'll be using, which in my opinion is one of the best public APIs that are out there. And it's called the Movie Database, or TMDB. And it basically gives us any kind of data we want for any movie or TV show, any actor, any directors, anything that has to do with movies and TV shows you can get in this API. And what we're using from it is only scratching the surface. Now, you do have to get an API key, so what you need to do is log in. There'll be a login link here. You can see I'm already logged in. And then you need to go to settings and register an API key. So if you go down here to where it says API, if you click that, you can see I already have one, and I'm fine with you guys seeing it because I'm going to renew it and get a different one after. But you'll see some kind of form or button that says create new app or create API. I forget the exact wording, but you just want to go through that. And you can see for my details, I just called it movie app and put localhost for my URL for now. All right, so just go through that, register the API key, and then copy it and paste it somewhere because you will need that for your application to make requests. Now, as far as documentation, if you come down here where it says API, and right here, the link to developers.themoviedb.org, that's going to be all your documentation, and they have a lot of it. So it can be a little overwhelming, but if we come down to, let's see, if we come down to movies, yeah, so this is where we can get the endpoints. Remember how I said earlier that you need to know the structure of the API you're working with because you need to know what endpoints to hit. You need to know what data comes back, what data can you send in the body, in the headers, etc. So this is where you can find all that. So you can see if we make a GET request to /movie/ in the movie ID, then that will give us a response that has all this stuff in it. So show all properties. So all this stuff will come back about the movie, and you can use that in your application. And here's an example right here. So if it's an adult for film, backdrop path, I think this is really cool. That's how we're going to be able to have the big background, movie background. So that's really cool. You have the regular image as well. You have the genre. You have the production companies. Actually, genres is going to be an array, so there could be more than one. Homepage, if there is one, if there's a website for that movie, the title, the overview, popularity, release date, status. So all this information is available. Now, if you come over here, you'll see some more requests that you can make. So, for example, we're going to get the popular movies, which is, let's see, get popular. Yeah, so if you hit this endpoint /movie/popular, then you're going to get back something like this. So it's going to be an array, so an object within a results array, and you get like the poster path, which is the image, the title, the overview. So you'll get all the popular movies. And then if you want to get, let's see, you could get just images for a single movie. Reviews, if you wanted to add reviews. So this is stuff that you guys could think about adding after. You know, I didn't add this stuff because I didn't want the project to be too long or too big, but you can always add more to it. And then for searching, let's see, where the search, is it here? Right here. So search, so you can search companies. So what I did is remember in the application we have a radio box for movies and shows. So one of them is to search TV shows, which would be this endpoint, search TV, and one is to search movies, which would be this endpoint, and it gives you an example of the data. It also gives you an example of the data you can send, and one thing you need is your API key. So you can see that's required. With a search, you're also going to need to send a query, obviously, because they're going to need to know what you're trying to search. All right, so anytime you want to look up something about the API, just come here and you should be able to find it. Okay, so in the next video, we're going to start writing our code, and I want to start off by creating a little router so that we know which JavaScript to run on which page, because we do have multiple pages here.